Buenos dias. We have three things we're going to talk about. They're all connected for the most part. Number one is I want you to move the rack closer, or the bench closer to the rack. I want you to get a better arch from your leg drive, and I want you to bring your elbows in a little bit closer. Now here's the diagram. I want you, the green arrow is the bench. Your head is off the end. I want you to move it closer to the rack. That's going to make it easier for you to unrack the weight and stay tight while you unrack the weight. Also, that arch you see is the red line that you're getting from your leg drive. Now, those two things right there are going to make it easier for you to arch, maintain your arch, and then also your elbows, because you are arched, are going to naturally come in a little bit. And you're also just going to bring your elbows in a little bit closer to your sides and bring your scapula down. You do a really good of retracting your scapula back towards the floor and towards the bench. There's that little arch I want you to force with your legs. Here it is in slow motion. That's what you're forcing, okay? Now, you do a really good job of retracting your scapula back and down to the floor, but I want you to retract it back to the floor and also down towards your legs. This right here, you see how you retract it, and then if you do that down towards your legs, that's also going to bring your elbows in, it's going to engage your lats, and I do think this is probably what's causing your scapula pain. Your deadlift probably doesn't help, but for right now, let's assume you're to your bench. All right, now if you have a problem generating leg drive and arch because you cannot stink, because the pad is slippery, in this next little clip you're going to see this little green cloth on the bench is a yoga mat. And I put that on there and it helps me stick to the pad and I get a really good arch that way. You can also use chalk or you can also use like exercise bands and just wrap it around the bench. Now, my big problem with this one is that, dude, tell your buddy you're trying to make some gains and get out of your camera view. Just kidding, sort of. Still tell him to get out of your camera view, but also I want you to, on your back down set, I want you to work on your arch a lot. I want you to work on your leg drive a lot. Look at that. That's a great arch right there. That's the start of a really good arch. Your arch is actually better on this one. So I want you to pause every single rep. I want you to focus on your arch for this last back down set. Your reps will be probably cut down to 50%. I think you got 25 here. If you work on that arch and you work on the pauses, you'll probably only get 10 reps. And that's more important right now, is just getting good form. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So, peace.